Hi, everybody. I'm here with Sibyl Harmony. How you doing? We had fun when I did your show last time. I remember that.
Oh, good.
You're a good
Yeah,
psychic too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said, and listen, I'll post how to get a hold of her, but her site to book a reading is sibylharmony.com. And her YouTube is at sibylharmony.com, but I'll go to her YouTube when it closes out and put the link on there.
Yeah, I have the old Greek spelling, or the English spelling, sorry, Sibyl.
Okay.
Most people they don't spell it.
I would have said SY. You said SI. Yeah.
Or CYBIL.
Right. I am freezing cold, you guys. I have no idea. I am freezing to the bone.
You want to get a blankie or a cup of tea?
Let me grab a blanket. Hold on.
And I'll entertain you. I am delighted to be here.
Thank you.
There, you're back. Good. I was trying to think of what to say while you're gone.
Oh, you were supposed to do a number. Okay, this might help because I'm telling you, I went outside to pick up the dog poo-poo and it started to rain when I was out there. And it just like that rain went right through me.
Yeah, that'll make you colder.
So, okay, so you had some political questions.
Yes. And thank you so much. I am honored to be on your channel.
Thank you.
I used to watch you before I started doing this about a year. When the Ukraine war broke out, I said, that's it.
I'm gonna tell everybody. Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. But I was watching you when 45 got elected. I cried for a day.
Oh my God.
And then my guide said he'll be impeached. And I was like, oh, well, I'm like, you didn't tell me he wasn't going to be convicted, but okay. I was happy with I was like, thanks.
Well, he got impeached twice, but it still didn't stop him, did it?
Yeah, well, there's free will, and I mean, it maybe wasn't decided yet, so, but he was impeached, yes. But I used to come on and watch you and see if you were, because I'd watch the news or what, and look at what was happening, and then I'd come on and you'd say the same thing. So I'd be like, oh, and it just kind of because it was like a roller coaster ride. Remember that?
And he was doing stuff that was so outrageous.
I don't even think we still know everything he's done.
Oh my God.
I think you're right. Like he was put in there by country with R, starts with an R, for entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes only, you guys.
Yeah, but what's this? Oh, yes, thank you. Yeah, so it was such a relief to have you. So thank you that I could go on and it kind of, gave me, some hope and comfort, like it's going to be okay. Because you kept saying it's going to be okay. And I believe that's true. Like our world's going to be okay.
Right. And I saw Republicans jumping ship. So
yeah,
that will happen. It's still coming up. I see a lot of Republicans jumping ship. I was just watching that Rudy Giuliani series. Have you watched that at all?
It's like I can already look at him and I'm like, oh my God, no, I should watch it. I'll watch it.
Well, what was interesting is when that bus thing happened where he said, I grabbed him by the, you know what? 12 Republican senators that were on his side said, no, he needs to resign. Until they realized the Trumpsters didn't care. Then they had to jump back on ship.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And what they did to try to defame Hunter Biden is beyond words. Thank God Zelensky wouldn't go there. They had him over the coals. Oh my God, but he couldn't lie.
Thank God.
Can I ask you what you feel, or do you feel anything about the war?
Oh, wow. Well, when it first, I was talking to a client of mine and I said, there's going to be a war. And she goes, there is? How do you know that? I'm like, doesn't everybody know that? No, I guess not. And then you came on and you said it was going to happen. And so when I looked at it, it just looked like it looked bad.
It looked real bad. I saw children dying.
It was just horrific. But I saw them rebuilding. I saw them. I got the 10 of Cups. I saw that they would rebuild. And I even went over there. I think I called it the Beloved Lights of Ukraine. I went over there and don't do that. Don't do what I did. You could send, Jesus or angels or, your animal totems over there, whatever, to help people and say prayers or donate or something, or vote the people in who are going to help us to support them. But I went over there and it was like the worst nightmare I've ever had. And the next day I'm like, I do not feel well at all. And I got on YouTube and there's all these little lights flying around, all these souls of deceased people because when you die in a war, you die fast and you don't really know what happened. It's a shock. And so the soul sometimes gets stuck I saw this stuff that it scared the crap out of me when I saw the energy of Potato Head, you called him, and it looked like something in a nightmare. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do that. And then, all those souls, there were 82 of them. So I spent the next couple days crossing them over. I'm like, I can maybe cross one person over or two a day, but 82, I'm like, that's going to kill me. I can't. But I say prayers every day. So anyway, to answer your question, sorry, going on long stories, but to answer your question, I do see them rebuilding, and I feel like Ukraine, my guides tell me Ukraine will win.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah.
But I feel Putin will fall. He will fall.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, he's getting to exit stage left, either by death or running away from everyone.
Yeah.
A lot of men are disappearing in Russia, and the mothers don't like that. That's their sons.
Yeah. It's terrible. And it's the same thing that's like sorry to say that, but for the can I say MAGA party in this country is the same. They're, not supporting Ukraine.
No, I know.
And really angry and hateful and propaganda. I feel like it's the same.
Well, they go by Trump, and Trump loves Putin.
Yeah, they got the first thing he said, well, it's a good real estate transaction. Putin's going to get a lot of land from doing the war. Like, what? Jeez. Oh my God, they're killing children and bombing, schools and maternity wards. It's
just awful.
Yeah. But I also know that it's really important for, some of my friends have said, I can't watch it. It's too upsetting. There's so much going on in the world today that it's really important to make sure that, we stay in a kind of grounded or good space, and that's why it helped me to go on and listen to you. But you feel like Ukraine will win, Putin will fall.
I see Putin falling for sure.
They're not going to have to give up any land.
No, I see Putin going down.
Yeah. Okay.
There'll be some sort of peace agreement, but it's got nothing to do with Putin.
Okay.
Something's going to happen to Putin. I've been seeing that for a long time. I saw him running fast, like he knows people are after him.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But that's going to end up okay. I'm sorry it's taking so long. And, my friend, astrology alert, Andre.
Mm-hmm.
He sees Putin and Trump's health is very compromised right now. Yeah.
I saw 45 and laying like he was in a coffin. And I just my God show me visions. And I'm like, and then he opened his eye and he went like this. He's like looking around. I'm like, what? he might try to, I thought, yeah, either he thinks he's gonna get away with all this stuff, or he's gonna start some stuff and, I mean, he can't actually think he's gonna win. I mean, he's not gonna win. No, he's not gonna win. And so I see him thinking like maybe he could fake his death. So it's like it's crazy. He thinks, it's some like grandiose thinking that he's going to get away with this. It's going to be.
Remember the dream I had that he was in a glass coffin, like Lenin or whatever his name was in Russia. He looked waxy and he was in a glass coffin. And I went up to the coffin and I looked and I thought, I'll be doggone, that's Trump.
Yeah, his health is terrible. I don't think he's going to live that long.
At the CPAC, his face was beet red. And he's just spewing lies. So,
well, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hit me. Let's talk about a question you got.
Okay. Do you see Matt Gaetz, for entertainment purposes only, ever going to jail or being in legal trouble?
I saw him in trouble, and I think it's money related.
Yeah. Yeah, I see him. Okay. Are you pulling some cards?
Yeah, what did you see? Tell me what you saw.
Well, I saw him like with handcuffs on, and he was sitting in
I
a
had
chair.
a flash of that. Yeah, something to do with money. A party. He might get in trouble with something else.
Yeah, money, getting in trouble with money. That's a yes. And yeah, there's something else, but I feel like he was happy when the insurrection happened. Like I see this weird smirk on his face. He's sitting there and he thinks he can buy his way out of anything.
Yeah, there's a lot of those people, Marjorie Taylor Greene and everybody, they're not going to get away with this.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw that show where you said that she was an incarnated Confederate soul man.
Yes.
Exactly. I was like, oh my God. Now, when I saw Matt Gaetz, I didn't see him in Confederate, but I saw him as some kind of military person, and he just had this sword and he was just killing people, and he thought nothing of it. It just
and it's funny how the universe lets you come back in another life to have a chance to make up for the life before.
Yeah, but it might, and sometimes when a soul is like that hopefully they can be redeemed, they redeem themselves, but they come back and keep doing the same stuff. But I saw Matt Gaetz, I think it was during the time when we were slaughtering Indians. Sorry. Natives, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Native Americans, that's what it looked like.
Well,
because I didn't see him in gray, but he just looked real nasty, and he just thought nothing of just
killing people.
Yep, cousin.
Well, that's that attitude that they think they're holier than thou. The way they treated the slaves and everything,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
actually,
a lot of the people who were slaves in the life before have come back as white men in this life.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So okay, what's your other question?
Okay, so what do you see for oh, there were 4 citizens that were just kidnapped.
Oh, in Mexico.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at that at all. How about you?
No, I haven't really. I see a glimpse. Let me pull some cards.
They came down there to get medicine because it's cheaper.
Oh.
I had a woman that used to come in when I worked at Angel Art, and she came in for an emergency reading. Her cousin had built a house in Mexico, and his wife and daughter they had just moved into the house. Someone broke down their door, 3 guys, and they took the husband, and they tried to take the daughter, but the mother held on to her for dear life. And so they left with just the man, and it was mixed. They had the wrong guy, but she came in, she said, he's got health issues, blah, blah. I said, he's already gone. They killed him immediately.
Yeah.
So let me look at these 3 people. And by the way, he was never heard from again.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Let me look. see, ask my pendulum what this. Now, they said they killed one of the Mexican people who was killed right away, but they kidnapped the
A citizen, I guess, a regular citizen.
the four. There's four of them.
Oh, I don't know. Doesn't look happy. I see some deaths here. Will the four people who were kidnapped in Mexico be found? Says yes. Will they be found alive? Says no.
Oh my God. I was asking, are they alive right now?
Yeah.
And I was getting a yes, but when I asked, will they be found alive? I got a no.
So they must be, they're thinking they could just get rid of them.
Wow.
That's terrible. I see them trying to cover up the evidence, maybe burning them or burning the car and stuff. That's what I'm seeing. Because the feds are down there looking for them. So, you know, Mexico's like, whoever you are, give them up. But I don't see a safe return. I wish I did. Or they're going to go through such hell as negative card showed, you know.
Yeah, I saw them putting them into the car and, you know, gagging and all that. But yeah, I don't think I don't know, is it hot down there in the back of a truck? I don't know, it looks bad. Yeah. I don't think they're gonna find them alive.
The most that might be found could be two of them.
Okay.
So
Let's see, will two be found alive? It looks like I'm getting a small yes. It looks a little wobbly, but there's a possibility.
It's not happy. Whatever happened here is not happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, people are not, I have heard such terror stories, including my client, about Mexico. I know there's beautiful spots in Mexico, but I would not go down there. I've never been to Mexico. I would never go.
Yeah, I have, but that was not during this time.
Right, I know of
to a resort, and you gotta go to, like, I went down there and so we stayed in the resort, but then when we left, then is like, because I'm a dog lover and I'd see these animals and I'd be like, oh my God, I need to go back to the resort. I can't. And then there was I mean, it was like, it's a pretty.
What do you mean? What does the dogs have anything to do? Were they starving or something?
Yeah. I don't want to talk about creepy stuff. Yeah. I can't watch that. Even when those shows come on the TV, like animal abuse and give money, I don't know how those people
I can't watch that. I can't watch that.
To go in and rescue them, because it just
I can't watch, like, my constant John Wick, the first one he did where he got that cute little puppy and somebody killed the puppy, but you know it's fake, it's just a movie. I can't watch that. Yeah, yeah. There's a really good movie called The Secret of a Dog's Life, and I think it's fairly accurate about how they reincarnate so quickly. Yeah. And they actually are, some people believe they are from a different planet that come here, that furry bodies, cats and dogs. They're actually wise souls. Cats are more like Zen masters. They try to teach you how to act. The dogs just love you unconditionally. They're like angels. They're just of service and they just love. Yeah. And I think they're here to make our life easier. They just love us unconditionally, and they're very wise souls. But when they pass, they actually can reincarnate and sometimes even come back to the same, like, it's a story of this dog and he goes through this owner and then all these different lives, and then he comes back again as a puppy to the same people. Wow. And I mean, I was crying all the way through it because I'm a big open-hearted crier. I can't. Yeah. But people are like, why? I'm like, oh. There's a cute little commercial on right now about Volvo trying to get the car in the. I saw that with the ball. And the ball's hitting. Oh my God, my dogs go crazy. Yeah, yeah. I used to have a ball, you know. Oh my God, a ball. Yeah, I used to have these two pit bulls, Baby and Angel.
my son named him Saber, but I'm like, he's not Saber. Okay, he's Baby, because he was just a really kind of a big baby. And then my stepdaughter moved in and she said, oh, it's Savior. And I'm like, okay, we'll call him Savior, like our Lord and Savior. But I would throw the ball for them, and that he would always win because she was a little heavy and stuff, and he would always get the ball first for years. And he never let her get the ball. And then they'd play tug of war. They had all their little games. One day I threw the ball and he couldn't find it, and she found it. She went over there and she squatted to pee. I'm like, oh, no, you're not. Oh, yes, you did. She peed on the ball. I'm like, I can't believe you did that. Oh, my God. And then he ran over there and was like, wait, no, no. And he's like, yay, the ball, the ball. Oh, I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no. She
That's why I have to clean up poo-poos out there all the time, because when I throw the ball, sometimes I'll hit the poo-poos and they'll still try to grab the ball.
Oh, really? Yeah, my dog is like, yeah, you don't care. Like the one dog, she would be like, if you had a burglar trying to break in, if you had pizza, you could come in. That's fine. The other one is like, wait right here, I'll get the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's adorable. Okay.
Did you take a look at that judge that may say that abortion pill is illegal?
Oh, is that, I was getting that will not pass. That there might be some things about it. Like it might, does it go up to the Supreme Court?
It could go up to the Supreme Court.
Let me look. Let me pull some cards.
Okay.
Let me see. Is that going to? Is he gonna? I can't remember his name. Is that judge gonna pass the ban on the
real right-wing judge? Is the
right judge gonna pass the ban?
Gonna pass the ban on this? My things say no.
Yeah, I was getting a no, and now I'm getting like there might be something that they try to do. Let's see, will it go to a higher court? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it goes, like there's something about it. Like even if he says it can't pass, they try to take it to a higher court or something.
Okay.
Or something's going to happen where even if he says, yes, it could pass, then they're going to go right back in and, take it to a higher. So it's going to go around. But I feel like ultimately, you think, let me see, ultimately, will it be banned? Huh, I'm getting a no.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because that's too much. I mean, that's just.
And these pharmacy people, they pay people under the table.
Oh, there we go.
And this
it's
is
always
the time they're probably
is.
making fat money, and they don't want, so they're gonna.
Yeah, I think you got that one. Yeah.
Someone's gonna get paid off.
Yeah, they're not gonna let that slide away. Yeah. Wow. Well, that's good because girls need that. Young women need that. I can't get pregnant anymore, but I'm concerned about them. It's not me.
Do you do readings anymore?
I do.
Okay, just FYI, you guys, because I don't do readings anymore.
Yeah. I
had to quit because I'm too old, honey.
Well, yeah, and it takes a lot. I mean, Edgar Casey, they told him do not do more than 2 readings a day.
And he did.
And he did anyway, and it'll burn you out. It takes, people think, like my son say, I wish I could just sit around and talk to people for a living. I'm like, you have no idea. Okay. Because you're connecting on an energy level. So I feel like I've run 6 miles. I'm like, I need a break. I need to take.
I remember driving into Angel Heart and reading like all day. Yeah. I don't know how I did that.
Yeah. Well, I love it. But I'm not booking up. I was booking up crazy. And I'm like, I just want to do quality work. I do maybe 2 or 3 a day. That's it. And then I have my days off. And
gotta have those days
me off. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. I have to, because I can't give from an empty place,
Yeah, and you're a better reader if you get your rest.
Yeah. Let's see. You were right about Murdoch. We don't need to ask that guy about him. He
Oh,
just
the guy
reminded me of a Trump.
yeah, the one that's going to jail, yeah.
Yeah, red hair and narcissistic
They
and
said it took 45 minutes to come out with guilty.
yeah.
They were out for 3 hours, but he said it took 45 minutes. And I said 2 hours of that was the whole juror team deciding when they're going to have their meetup with a barbecue this
Yeah,
summer.
yeah.
And who's bringing the potato salad?
Yeah. So did you already read on, did you think that jury foreman that, because I'm seeing, now I could be wrong, let me ask, but I'm seeing wait, was I going to the next question?
Yeah,
I kind of jumped ahead.
yeah,
I just get excited and I start.
that's okay.
I see Fanni Willis moving ahead now. It could even be today.
Oh my God, you're feeling
could-
it that close?
Well, it's going to be in March, but my guides were
And she's
showing me that.
talking to the special, what do you call the jurors? What do you call them? The ones that would say, send these subpoenas out and arrest them. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, they're showing, okay, what did happen today or is happening today is that she was looking over, I saw her looking over at the Republicans she's going to indict because she's looking to the right. A little bit not worried, like, are they all still there? They didn't split or leave the country or something because I'm getting ready. But I saw her handing, so I do see this happening today. She handed papers to a judge. Now, what does that mean? And it wasn't one or two papers. It wasn't like a huge, but I saw her handing.
It's probably to sign the subpoenas.
So is that what it is?
Or the documentation for an arrest warrant.
Okay, so yeah, because I don't know how that process works, but that's what my guide showed me.
I love it. You heard it here, everybody. I knew she was going to do it. I wasn't sure when.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then the judge will have to go through each one.
Yeah, no,
these poor people, they have to worry about their families and stuff because these people are cray-cray.
The judges?
Yeah, the judges, that if he signs the arrest warrant, he'll get things against his life and his family.
Really? The judge?
Oh, yeah. The people out there, the right wing, are cray-cray.
Yeah, I know. There's not a lot of them, but the ones that are crazy.
Right. Remember, they were going to take the governor of Michigan and kidnap her, and
yeah, well, they were making a plot to kill Jewish attorney general and Jewish people.
And also they were talking Jim Jordan, who's so awful, and he's talking about the Democrats were all worried about coming after. I can't remember what they. Oh shoot! I just lost my train of thought. Sorry. It's just that they're going cray-cray over certain things that make no sense. No sense whatsoever. But I was just trying to think, somebody was saying something that was so outrageous about what the Democrats do. And, they're over there, they really hate the January 6th thing. And they're trying so hard to prove that this is a bunch of crap. Did you see anything with the film that was released to Tucker Carlson?
Oh, okay. Well, I think you're correct in that that January 6th commission opened a lot of people's eyes. That was a class, everything. These are trained prosecutors. They can't match that. They're trying to because they don't have anything. So they got the tape. They're trying to get something or make something up or splice it and dice it. No.
Yeah.
No. And they're trying to see, well, do they have anything on me?
Well, the film to Tucker Carlson, I'm feeling like they're going to do a lawsuit and they're going to ask other places get the same thing. It's going to be much ado about nothing.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is because they don't have anything. They're just making it all up.
I heard Tucker Carlson's son was at that event. I don't
Oh,
know.
really? It's January 6th?
January 6th, yeah.
Oh, my. Wow.
And they were trying to hit up the DOJ. Did you see how bad they treated our poor Merrick Garland?
Oh, yeah.
Yelling at him, answer the question. Ooh, the thing is, Merrick Garland is a squirt. And, you know, he may be kind of timid and shy, but he won't forget.
Yeah.
What he was thinking while he was sitting there twiddling his fingers was, I'll see your happy ass in jail, sucker.
Yeah. Wow. Well, he was very professional
and they were trying to say things he didn't say, and he kept correcting them. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt. No, you didn't allow me to answer.
Yeah. I saw this back in I think it was in 2012. My guide said to me, everybody who's lying about something and sneaking around is going to come to light. Things will come to light. And it's even more now. And watch this month and this year, more stuff is coming out, like the Fox news.
Oh,
now they got more tapes of more announcers that were saying
lying.
Huh?
That more announcers that were lying?
Yeah, I can't remember. There's a couple of what's his name? Yeah, they got more text messages.
Wow.
Of other
well, years ago, I read on Rupert Murdoch because he was the enemy in chief. And I saw, and bars, the same kind of cards, like you're no longer anybody. And I saw Murdoch having to either step down or he doesn't make it because he's getting aging. But I saw Fox News being like cut in half.
Oh, okay.
And I saw, you know, there'll be a more moderate news organization. The whole thing gets changed. And it's going to take a couple of years, but I want you to know this Dominion is saving America. They're not even allowing them to give them a deal under the table. How about if we hand you this? They want this out in the open and they want to destroy Fox News. And then they will.
Well, are they going to televise the trial?
Oh, I'd love it.
Let me see.
Ask.
Wow.
What are you saying? Well, the
I'm getting a big yes.
I'm getting yes too, and I bet you Dominion insists on it. Fox News won't want it.
Oh, well, wow, that's their, yeah, wow.
The thing is, they were all saying he's a putz. Trump was a putz. This never happened. There was no, and then they turn around and told the people.
Yeah, and they don't want him running for president. He can't win. He has a small percent of, now I keep, whenever I ask what percent of the country would vote for Trump again, I get a 20%.
Okay.
That's not very much.
No, but here's the thing, the news media just keeps pouring over him.
Maybe 20% of the Republicans.
And they keep talking about him, but I don't see him winning at all. I hope he runs against Biden or whoever, because we would win for sure. What about DeSatan? Do you see him running?
Well, what my guide showed me, I'll use my cards and my pendulum. My guide showed me him in like a speedboat. Now, it's not a cruise ship. It's not a big, huge whatever giant, just a little speedboat. And he's speeding along in Florida, and some crap comes up against him and he throws it out. But he's just down there in Florida. I don't know that he can, especially after what he's doing with schools and coming out against gay people, and
he's acting like an emperor. Yeah.
Against the business, like if
you're to California, talk about how awful California is. Everybody wants to be in Florida. No, they don't.
Let's see, will DeSatan be the Republican nominee for 2024?
I get a big no.
Oh, I got that's upside down. I read my cards differently. That's a big no. No, he just doesn't have it. Yeah, I see Nikki Haley. When I looked at her, there was a storm coming, so she grabbed onto a street sign and she's like, what? What? And the wind. I mean, just metaphorically, I don't wish anybody to be blown around in the wind,
Right.
get hurt or something.
She's
But she's holding on for dear life. This is hard for her, and I don't feel like you have a, very they're gonna Republicans. I'm sorry, I just don't see them electing I don't mean to offend anybody, a woman.
No,
And she's a woman of colors. I think she's Indian or
yeah, she's Indian.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Maybe she could be a something, but
Who do you think he might get in there though? Mike Pence or?
Oh, no, what? No. His okay, I don't want to put my feelings in this because I mean, I know if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have a country right now, but he also for years helped that to happen. So it's like a flip-flop, See,
Right.
is he Pence gonna be the Republican nominee?
Looks like no.
I don't know. He just doesn't have enough energy.
I do
Doesn't
feel
have enough support.
Pompeo will be up there, believe it or not.
Uh-oh. That's okay. Oh, it could be.
Yeah, Pompeo.
Yeah, he's just biding his time. He's not gonna say the wrong thing. Not gonna cross anybody or Trump, whatever, but it might be.
But he'll lose.
Yeah.
There's a whole
I see Biden getting back in.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why Marianne Williams is running. It just kind of get her message out there, but I hope she backs out at the end because we need all our votes. I mean, I like her.
Yeah.
But
I talked about liking her too, and someone wrote me and said she's very anti-gay. I've never heard that before.
Well, she can't. Let me ask: does she actually think that she could win?
I don't know. She's very smart.
I don't know that she's not very. Maybe because if you put her name in there, then maybe next time or something else. Yeah, I didn't know that she's anti-gay. I don't believe that.
Okay.
I don't believe she's anti-gay.
I met her once
I think she's very spiritual, but that's a little bit too much for.
I met her once and she was like kind of translucent. She was very light.
Yeah.
The light was around her.
Yeah, you have a lot of light around you.
Oh,
Yes.
Cameras.
Light, cameras, action.
Thank you.
I don't, because I'm working with I love working with people.
Yeah.
It's just you got to fill the tank up when you're doing this. Okay. All right.
I think that Tucker Carlson with this whole, they gave him the tapes, isn't coming up with much, or if he does, it's a joke. People are laughing at him.
Yeah.
They just keep feeding meat to the cray-crays that are out there believing every word they say, even though they know it's a lie. That's the hard part.
Is he going to find something? Is he going to find something on there to put on TV and say 5 minutes of something?
I see him trying to act like they have something, but I feel like it. And I also see lawsuits. So I don't know if the DOJ is going to stop them or saying part of this reveals something that shouldn't be revealed. I don't know.
Okay, I have a question. Are we on mic? Am I asking you a question?
Yeah, yes.
DOJ said Trump can be sued by the Capitol Police for January.
Yes, I just said that. Yeah.
Oh, you just said that.
The judge said, yeah, people can sue Trump. The Capitol Police and Congress, the people who were in the middle of that.
Okay, so do you see Trump having to pay?
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of lawsuits.
Gonna lose.
This is going to be so overwhelming. I saw him just being like suffocating.
Oh, yep, I saw all his money going down the toilet.
He's desperate to become president so he can just turn all this around. Change it so nobody can come up against him. Nobody can sue him. But he's not going to get in there.
Yeah.
Oh, he was so mad at Barr when he begged Barr to just say something's not right with this. Because Barr was saying, I've checked every which way but loose, and there's no fraud on this voting. And he said, all you got to do is say something, and the Congress will take it from there. And Barr said, no, I can't. And he said, and you know what? You're not going to win because you whine too much. People are tired of the constant, agitation.
Yeah.
So, and he said, and the voting was not a fraud. Deal with it. And he said, he was yelling at him. He said, do you want my resignation? He said, yeah. And he said, you got it.
Well,
not that Barr is as an angel.
Yeah.
He had a lot of stuff, including to Mueller. He did that whole thing so underhanded, taking that information and keeping it from us and then lying about what was in it.
Yeah. And that'll come out.
Yes. It already is out there. You can find it. It's already out there.
Oh, okay. Okay, I have a question. Will Supreme Court allow Biden student
I feel like that's going to go through at the hair of the Jenny. I feel like it'll go through, but barely. I guess maybe Comey Barrett is for it. She's for it going through.
Oh, okay.
These guys are trying to compare when they were in college, when it was like $12 a semester.
Yeah.
To now, it's a whole different gig.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Do you have a question?
Do you think that Joe Biden's health is pretty good?
Oh. Let me pull a card. He went to Ukraine.
I'll tell you what, he's way older than me and he's moving around better than me. Oh, I got a big yes, thank you.
He went to Ukraine.
On a train, 10-hour train ride.
Excuse me. I feel like he's okay now. But he may, sorry, I got a tickle.
That's okay.
He may let Kamala step in if he
after about 2 years, yeah. He's going strong, and then all of a sudden something, I don't know what happens, but he decides he's got to step down. So that train wreck in Palestine, did you hear in Ohio there was another wreck?
Yeah.
Same train company. Is this place going to finally stop being so laxative?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Well, let me look. They're gonna fight it. They're in big trouble.
Oh, good. Thank you.
That what they did, that land, like you said, it will be a ghost town.
Yeah.
No one should even be there. I'm sorry I don't want to scare people. But they're all sitting there getting sick and going, what, they're gonna have to pay.
They're gonna get lawsuits, they're gonna get chunks of money so they can leave. And I see this place in big trouble. It's all about the dollar for them.
Yeah, but are they gonna have what do you call restrictions or rules? What do you call it?
Yeah, we're gonna have more this Ohio is gonna come up with more restrictions on them.
Yes, but it's not gonna happen fast.
Yeah.
I got a yes, but at first they're gonna be negotiating and
then I see some real sick people coming forward, just like with the PG&E thing. And they show up in court and they show the records how everybody started getting sick right after this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they are gonna be, what do you call it, regulations, okay.
Okay, there
They
you
have
go.
regulations. When I'm channeling it, there's sometimes the words don't come, it was coming as restriction. They're gonna have restrictions, yeah, regulations.
Okay,
But I feel like they're gonna try to fight it. I mean, it's just too stupid for words. 30 days later, another, and the only reason it's not another disaster is because those cars didn't
have
get
chemical.
hit the way some other empty or whatever, just carrying cargo cars.
Wow.
So basically, they're doing the same. They're just doing the same. Haven't done anything.
Right, right.
I think Sherrod, what's his name? Sherrod Brown.
Yes, yes.
He is saying that this needs to stop now, and so everything takes time. They're gonna have to go to
The
court.
thing is that governor of Ohio, the president called him. And he didn't call him back. He even said so on the news. He said, yeah, he called. I didn't call him. FEMA called him and he didn't call them back because he's a redneck. He didn't want to deal with those woke politicians. But then people were complaining that Biden didn't show up down there. Pete Buttigieg showed up. And, it's like, it's politics. They're playing against each other. This governor's probably being paid by that railroad place under the table.
Oh yeah. Well, that's going to come to an end.
Yeah, but he's hurting Ohioans, and Ohio will be true blue just for a certain amount of time, and then they're done.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, my friend, oh my God, it flew by.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It was such an honor to be on your show.
I know, it was wonderful. I'll be on your show next, but give me a couple of months because I'm trying to catch up.
Okay.
All right, honey.
All right. I'll send you an email or yeah, I don't know. I know you're really busy.
Yeah, probably June, July will be better.
Okay. Yeah.
Hopefully, unless there's so much gossip, I gotta talk to you.
Okay, go get some hot soup or some tea or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay down for a minute.
Okay. Yeah, that flu's going around and it's cold. It's been cold,
Oh my God, it's freezing cold. So
yeah.
all right.
Okay.
You take care.
All right.